Okay, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to mail merge from Google Sheets into Google Docs, and this is a way that you can give your students criteria sheets based upon results that you've created in a Google Sheet, such as this one that you're looking at right now. So you can see here in this Google Sheet I have the columns labelled with the data that's inside them. So we've got the student's name, we've got the student's surname, we've got all of these elements that I'll be marking my students upon: total marks, percentage, grade, and comments. So I've also created a criteria sheet in Google Docs, and that has all of those same elements in them written as tags. So to create a tag, you'll just use that word that's the header for the column in Sheets and add two of these triangular brackets on either side to create a tag. So you can see there all of these tags are consistent with the column headers in my Google Sheet. Just to be different, I've created a little bit of a difference here for this total marks here. I've just got total, and in my Google Sheet that column is headed total marks, and I'll show you why that's important in a little bit. Okay, in order to create the merge, we're going to use an add-on, and this can be found if you go to the add-ons menu here in Google Sheets. I've already got it here. We're going to be using something called AutoCrat. To get that for the first time, you'll just go to Get Add-ons, which will take you to the Google Store. And in this section, you'll be able to find a number of different add-ons that you can use in Google Sheets. And you can peruse those in your own time and see if there's anything useful in there. We're looking for AutoCrat. So if I just enter that into that search, there it is there. I've already got it, but you would otherwise tap that button and that would add that to your Google Sheets. So to start the merge, we're going to open AutoCrat, which will bring up this column on the right hand side, and you'll see there we have the option to create a new merge job. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a new merge job. And that will open up this window asking us where to find the doc that we want to merge our data with. We can create one from scratch, or we can go to the one that we've previously created in Google Doc. And I just need to find that by searching it into this search bar here. Okay, it'll ask me to name the merge job, and this is important because this will be the name of the folder that all of your merge documents will be exported to after you've finished merging. So you want to give it a name that is something that you'll remember when you're looking for it later. Example task. In this window, you'll get the options to change the sheet that the merge data is taken from. So for example, if you've got multiple classes of the same subject, you would create different tabs in the same sheet with those different classes' results. And then later on, when you want to merge the data with those results, it's just a matter of going back and changing this drop-down menu here. So we're going to take it from this sheet. And you can see here we have two columns. We've got the column of the tags from our Google Doc, and we've got the column for the headers of the columns in our sheet. And like I was saying before, I've matched these up so they're all consistent except for that one. So down here in our Google Doc, I've just written total, whereas in our Google Sheet, the column is headed total marks. So that hasn't been able to match up. So AutoCrat is asking you to find the column that you want to match it up with. So it's a matter of going and doing that manually. But everything else is consistent. So now I can save. Next, you'll be given this box which will ask you what you want to label your merged documents as. And up the top here, you've got these tabs. And these tabs, again, are consistent with the columns in your Google Sheet. So if I was to want to name my exported documents as example criteria sheet, and then the student's name, I can use these tags. So I can just copy and paste this here, and then the student's surname. And now when those files are exported, they'll be exported with the name of each individual student. It asks to select the file type that you want to create. I prefer to save this as a PDF, and that'll give me a separate document that I'll then be able to slip into Simon when I post the results after this process. And lastly, I definitely want to create an email so I can send these results immediately to the student after they've been merged. So the first box here is asking you for an email address, and that's why we've included those emails in the Google Sheet. So I can just copy and paste that tag across. Subject is and in the message, and this is the email that the student will receive, we can address this directly to each individual student by including their preferred name. So if I just slot that tag in there, and then every student will get their own personalized email. If you wanted to, you could also include the marks that student got directly in that email, or even the comments from that task by adding that tag into the email. And I want to save that as a PDF file attachment to attach the email. If you want to save as a Google Doc, that's perfectly fine. In advanced settings, you can determine where the merged documents are going to end up on your Google Drive. It's probably easiest if you just leave this blank, and then those documents will be created neatly in a folder based upon the name that you saved it as earlier. So once that's all done, I can hit save. Okay, now that that's saved, there's my merge job there ready to go. So all I have to do, if I want to run a preview to see if everything is going to work as I want it to, I can hit that preview button. And I can see a preview, so the student's name is there, all their marks are in there, the total marks, the percentage, the grade, and the comment, and that's working as I wanted it to, and you can go through and check all the different students' results in that. When I'm happy with that, I'm going to hit run merge, and that's going to do two things. It's going to shoot those emails off to each student, and it's going to export those documents into a folder on my Google Drive. Okay, once that's done, I've got a little message there telling me all my jobs are completed, and things might look a little bit different. I wouldn't worry too much about that. The AutoCrat just adds all of this data here to your sheet. It's telling you where you can find the task sheet, both in Google Docs and in your Google Drive. If you go to your Google Drive, you should be able to find, so that if you search for the name that you called your merge job, there it is there, example task merge docs, and there's all of those criteria sheets saved there in that folder, ready to be uploaded to Simon.